to Revision 101 with me, Mr. Wilson. This is a series of short videos that have been designed to help you get the most out of your revision. This episode is all about getting prepared. What are the things that you need to do to make sure that you are going to get the most out of the time that you spend on your revision? So before you even sit down and begin to think about studying, it's important that you get yourself organised. You need to collect together all the things that you think you need for your revision session and make sure your desk is clear of everything that you don't need. This will also include making sure that you've got something to drink and something to eat so that you're not easily distracted and have to leave your focus study just to go and get yourself something to eat or drink. It's important that when you're thinking about how to spend your time, that you focus on what the research says will have the biggest effect. So through these videos, we will always check and see what the academic research and the scientific research is saying is going to have the biggest impact for you. And luckily for you, I am going to be joined by our resident expert. Yes, I would like to make it very, very clear that the science on this is irrefutable. It only takes a small amount of dehydration in your body for your brain to be impacted in negative ways. Not only does it impact your ability to remember things, it impacts your mood and it impacts your ability for cognitive processing. I would like to begin this lecture on the importance of water when you are studying with the seminal work first conducted in... thank you, Doctor, I think that's clear. So it's important that we all have water with us and we keep ourselves hydrated whilst we are studying. So we talked about having a quiet place to study. Now the question still remains, should we listen to music whilst we are studying? Will this help us or hinder us? But luckily for you, we have an expert here who can tell us the answer. Thank you. Now there has been much conjecture in this field. In fact, for many, many years, it was a belief that was held from studies done that listening to music is detrimental, particularly if that music has lyrics in it. But there was some studies that were demonstrating that if the music didn't have lyrics and it had a steady rhythm, perhaps it could be good for concentration. This is often referred to in academic circles as the Mozart effect. But let me tell you, the latest research is absolutely clear that any music that you are listening to while you're studying makes it difficult for you to remember things. So, I'd like to start with some pieces of research to demonstrate this point to you, so all of you teenagers out there that don't believe me are absolutely convinced. I'm going to begin with a study first conducted. Thank you, Doctor, that's fine, we get the message. So it is clear. The research says that we should not be listening to any kind of music. I know how disappointing that would be for many of you, and I know many of you are going to say to me, oh, but it helps me concentrate. But the studies are very clear on this. If you're listening to any kind of music, what it's doing, your brain is now trying to do two things at once, which means it's not focused on making the most of that study time that you put aside to help you with your revision. A couple of things I wanted to touch upon in this first episode were the importance of exercise and rest. Exercise is really important. It's important that you continue to work out, continue to challenge yourself to keep fit. It's not just for your own fitness and your physical well-being, but again, it's really important for your mental well-being that you have an opportunity to do exercise to switch off. Speaking of which, we talk about rest. Rest is also really important. Not only is it important to get a proper night's sleep, to get to bed early, to not rise too early in the morning, to make sure your body has a time to relax. It's important during the course of the day that you also take moments to make sure that you can reflect. It is in this reflection that the learning is becoming deeper and affecting and improving your memory. So we're going to touch upon these in a future episode. We talk about how the timetable to make sure you're focused on short, sharp sessions of revision rather than longer sessions. But that's in our next session. So for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.